Buenas tardes, guys. Mike in Mexico here, back with another video. You see I got my selfie stick going on, and I am saying buenas tardes because I spent the morning cleaning up my apartment to give you guys a proper tour. But before I go ahead and do that, I wanted to speak briefly about location. So I do live in Playas de Tijuana. It's away from the city. The city is Zona Rio. It's about 15 or 20 minutes away from the border. You can take an Uber here. That's what I do after I cross. It'll cost you between $7 to $10. I didn't want to live in Zona Rio. It's very busy there, and I wanted a little bit more peace and quiet, which is what I get here in Playas. And it's worth mentioning also, the city is currently building a bridge right now that will connect Playas to the airport and Playas to Chaparral and San Isidro. Those are two of the crossings that are here. There are three, by the way. And so once it's complete, I speak to people about it every day, and they do tell me that it's going to be really easy and convenient and quick to get from Playas to the airport, or Playas to San Isidro or Chaparral. Okay, so that's just FYI for you guys. So let's start with my room. Okay, there's my window. You can see outside there. In the front house is where the owner lives. It is a gated facility. There's the owner's house in the front and one more apartment downstairs. And then this apartment that's upstairs, my neighbor recently moved out, so I'm kind of alone here now. I don't know the exact square footage, but you guys can kind of get an idea as I walk around. Okay. So this bed did not come with the apartment. It's a very comfortable full-size mattress that I bought from a store called Berun down the street here. $664, the most comfortable full-size mattress that I've ever slept on, okay, besides a Simmons Beauty Rest. Okay, we come down here. Here's my closet. Okay, I can kind of open it up. Can you guys get the picture? I'm gonna try to hold the camera more steady. And here we walk into a small hallway. This body-sized mirror, if you guys care, did come with the apartment. Here's the bathroom, as well as this shelf came with the apartment as well. Okay, here's a sink. There you go. Medicine cabinet. Okay. The toilet is aquí. And here's the shower door. Okay. Came with a little squeegee here, which I appreciate, to kind of clean the glass doors, squeegee the glass doors after a shower. Okay, and now if we walk into the kitchen here. Okay, so this refrigerator did come with the apartment. Okay, don't have much in here right now. I'm sorry, I don't mean to rush you guys, but I'm still learning how to edit videos, and so I also have to clear a lot of space out of my iPhone, to be honest, because I filmed this once before and ran out of space. So also, I don't want to be making crazy long videos to bore you guys. Kitchen. Here are the cupboards. Let me open it up. You get the idea. Okay. Now, this stove, let me see, I'm putting this down a little bit. This stove does have to be connected to a propane tank outside, and that's something that I wasn't used to. You do need to have a propane tank here where I live in Playas. It doesn't cost that much to hook it up. You do need it to heat up the water. Okay, so I have the bill here right on the refrigerator on purpose. 2,500 pesos. Okay, so that's what it's gonna cost. So that's gonna be just off the top of my head, like 100 bucks or something like that. 120 bucks. Okay, and after that, you need a propane tank. It'll last about 3 months. Okay, $887, 884 I paid last time. That's roughly 40 bucks. Lasts about 3 months to heat your water. Okay, you do need it. And let's walk into my living room here. That clock came with the apartment, if you guys care. All right, this TV stand came with the apartment, not the TV. Okay, the TV is my TV. Let me see if okay. I don't have much furniture, guys. I'm still new here. 6 months new. Ceiling fan. Here are the switches for it. Okay. On this side, I have my inversion table. It's important because I have a bunch of herniated discs. I hang in it daily. And some cupboards here that I kind of use as my garage. I got some tools and miscellaneous stuff for it. And if you guys can see, let me move this. This coffee table did come with the apartment, okay, as well as that mirror back there, as well as this shelf where I got my action figures. Okay, so let me slowly pan around. Sorry, it still looks kind of messy, guys, even though I spent time cleaning. And I wanted to mention, I have a laundry machine here by Black & Decker that I bought off of eBay for 250 bucks. I bought it during COVID because we couldn't go to the laundromat. And from then on, I just kept using it at home. It does have a hookup for it. I used to hook it up in the sink where I lived in Van Nuys, but here the hookup didn't work. So you can still do your laundry here. You just gotta fill it up with water, which is fine. I prefer that instead of going to the laundromat. And I hang my clothes here on this rack. Okay. So guys, can you get it? Maybe if I stretch it out. Okay. Circle around. And please let me know in the comments. I really appreciate all your guys' comments. My beach cruiser that I never ride. It gives me a radar on what to speak about next, and my goal is to give you guys good information that you can use in the event that you decide to move here. Let's take a look at my propane tank. Go out the door here. So here is a walkway to the gate. That's my front gate. Okay, it's gated, totally secure. You need a key to get in. And here's the hookup for my propane tank. It's gonna be right here, if you guys can see, against the wall. Here's the cord. Okay, and here's the propane tank. Right here, that green tank. It's pretty big. I'll come down here and let me see if you guys can get a better look. There it is, right there. Okay. And this is where my neighbor lived. My neighbor Marco, he moved out recently. He bought a home. These are the steps up to where I live. And this is the front house where the owner lives. Very attentive owner. He's always asking me if I need anything, if I'm okay. I did have the floors crack in my room when I first moved here, and they were pretty attentive about that. And the front gate here was also rusting, and so I had a problem turning the key. And I mentioned it to the my landlord and let the owner know, and they were pretty attentive about that. So I appreciate that. So that's about it with the propane tank. And the last thing I wanted to mention is when you guys are renting here. Now, I found this apartment on Facebook Marketplace through a referral. That's what I took a tour of Tijuana before I decided to move here, and my tour guide suggested that I go to Facebook Marketplace. And when I found the apartment that I wanted, I did have someone with me that speaks fluent Spanish, and I suggest if you guys don't speak Spanish that well, have a person like that with you, whether it's a, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, friend, wife, husband, just so you can understand the lease process. And you know, laws are a little bit different here, but I did want to mention, you know, and we were looking at other apartments here. The first one was closer to San Isidro or Chaparral. I know I said I didn't want to live in Zona Rio, but we considered it because it was a brand new apartment, just rebuilt and refurbished, and no one had lived in it yet. You know, nobody had rented it yet. And there was also another apartment here that we wanted for about $600. It was 2 bedrooms here in Playas, okay, with a laundry room. But here's the thing, okay, the apartment in Playas wanted to see my bank account information, and I was not comfortable giving that out. Paycheck stubs, yes, okay, but to show you what I make, you know, my income and what I have currently in the bank, that wasn't gonna fly with me. So I do suggest you guys do your research. Now, the other guy, you know, spoke perfect English, okay? The other apartment close to the line wanted my social security card, okay? And you guys know, you know, that's very personal information. I don't understand why someone would ask for that. And he did explain to me, you know, we have had renters that were not able to pay and all that, and they, okay, well, whatever. But I'm not giving out my social security information. And when we finally found this apartment, okay, we spoke to the landlord, and he wanted just paycheck stubs, which is, okay, that makes sense to me. Okay, I do pay cash every month. For the apartment, I go down to the office and pay. We tried doing it through Zoom, but it just wasn't working. All right, so before I run out of space again, guys, I wanted to go ahead and end this video. Let me know what else you guys want to know in the comments. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. Just you can ask me in the comments. I'm happy to let you guys know. Okay, so that's gonna be it today. Have a good day, guys. Buen dia, and I will see you next time with another video. Take care. Bye.